In this video, we're going to show you how we collect and create these fantastic crystal-filled thunder eggs that we are calling mystical ponder stones. Our goal is to take pieces like this and to make them look like pieces like this, and we're exploiting the center of a thunder egg. So this is one that's, you can see the agate core completely out, and that's what we're exploiting. These are the same cores, and we're going to polish these. I'm really excited about these, and I'm really enjoying working on them. You can see all the little pink thunder eggs all along. Absolutely amazing little creatures. That looks a bit bigger. Oh, that might be. Oh yeah, that one would be a good size for cutting. Look at the agate. Really nice thunder egg. Some people like small specimens, and this is perfect. It's almost like a botryoidal pink agate in there. These are actually filled with what I believe are the tiny crystals of the mineral heulandite. Oh, look at that one. Wow, that is gorgeous. This was the very first specimen we worked on to create a ponder stone. Here's a bigger one coming out. Always try to work around it to keep it together. Should be good. Come on. Yeah, it's complete. It's good size for this location. I'll show you the other bigger ones I've just found. Good size. I think those are definitely cuttable, and they should be pretty nice. Hopefully if they look like that inside, they're going to be spectacular. We're starting with these. We're trying to get an end result of that. And the in-between stage is here, where I've got some nice agate identified, chipped out, and we're ready to go with chipping, or in the polishing. Let's try a few of these and see if we can get them some more good material. So we're looking for fractures or anything like that. We got a little bit of a seam running along here, so I'm going to try and exploit that right now. This one feels pretty light though, so it might be hollow, which is not what we want. We want it filled with agate. And let's have a look. I did my first pop, and there we go. Success on the first one. Now I'll be able to polish around that and produce a really nice piece, I believe. I prefer the black agate the best myself. We'll take what we can get. This one has a tiny fracture running right here. We're going to try to exploit that, I think. There's also one running this way, right across there, so we'll try that. Oh, so there's an example of a hollow one. Filled with a nice pink heulandite, but not quite what I'm after today. Okay, here's another one I want to exploit. The fractures running along here. We're gonna try and get our little nail in there and see what we can do. Oh, there we go. This one's opening up easily, and yeah, that looks really good actually. I see black agate in there, and it's very similar to some of the other ones we have, including this one. So I think those will be absolutely perfect for polishing, and I'm hopeful that it'll look like that when it's done, and if not, maybe something like that one there. So these two on the right I'm going to do today. I'll show you these polishing, how they polish, and hopefully we get something really beautiful out of them. We'll quickly take you through the process of how we turn these incredible thunder eggs into a mystical ponder stone. The first step is at the lapidary shop, and it's a coarse grind. You work all around and you try to create a smooth surface and a rounded edge. It doesn't take long to start getting the shape right, and it's actually quite exciting to work on. It goes fairly quickly, surprisingly. The matrix is soft, and you just keep working it. And I've sped this up. We're not going to show you too much, take too much of your time up. But you can see it is shaping the end there and trying to make it look all smooth, and a lot of rotational work, a lot of detailed work, but it doesn't take that long, maybe half hour to an hour for a specimen. It's actually quite therapeutic working on these things. It's always relaxing, and you're creating something that's quite satisfying. We're starting on the second piece with the darker, more black agate in it. We're not going to show you as much of this one. Had a little bit of trouble later in the late stages of this. I had to grind off more than I thought because there was a natural pocket in the crystal. But you can see it's taking form nicely. It's still a very beautiful piece. The dark agate was only at one end. It was more of a paler agate towards the center. But here's the final result, and these are absolutely beautiful. There's actually a lot more steps and a lot more work that goes into these than what we showed you to produce these two. We're going to show you how we did that using other specimens. So after the grinding wheel, we're going to go onto the 100 sanding wheel, so expanding drum sander, so it's a little bit flexible and you're able to work and create a smooth surface. And after going through the 100, you go to 220, 400, 600, 800, and then up to 1200. And by this stage, you're getting a really nice shine, as you can see on this really cool piece. And here's that smaller piece with a little bit of plume agate inside. And then here's a couple other pieces on the 1200 wheel. So you see it's a rotational motion. The whole process is rotational, keeping that smooth surface. I love this piece. It's one of my favorites. It's a brecciated pink agate fill. It's got some greens and stuff in there. And then after the 3000 wheel, we'll go over to the buffering wheel. And by this time you can see they're just incredible. Very, very fulfilling to work on a piece like this and have this end result. Here's that other piece, just finishing the buff. And there's also another buff wheel where we put Zam on, which actually brings out more of a polish. And here's one more piece. I love this. This is one of my first ones, or one of the first ones we did. Absolutely gorgeous. It is hard to imagine that such beauty can lie within the bubbly white rock shown in the middle of this photo. It has been pure joy to discover what is within some of these thunder eggs and create these mystical ponder stones. These two ponder stones remind me of jewels set into rings. They are spectacular. And here's that little brecciated piece with the pink agate fill. So far we've only found one specimen like this. This is a thunder egg that was completely filled with agate. Each of these concavities had volcanic matrix around it and had to be pulled out. This is just such a cool specimen. There is a lot of variety at the site, including this dark brown filled thunder egg. It may be goethite or an iron stain. Some of the specimens at the site may be scientifically important. It is unknown exactly how thunder eggs form, and inside this specimen you can see a white material, and this material is actually really soft. It may be the remains of dried up solution and may be able to help scientists determine how these form. It is like the smoking gun of thunder egg formation. All the specimens that you have seen in this video are the result of less than 2 hours collecting at this site. This site is literally untouched. In terms of potential, have a look at this specimen here. It actually has 7 different colors in it, as well as silica. If you can imagine a piece that was solid silica and all these different colors in these patterns, that would be incredible and probably worth a fortune. We also have no idea how much of this beautiful tropical paradise stone is here. Another fantastic thing about this site is that it geologically connects to the next valley over, where we did another video on collecting thunder eggs. So there literally is a gold mine of potential here, and we are so much looking forward to getting back up and doing more exploration and sharing those adventures with you. Thanks for watching.